Senior seats January of 2021. Well, it wasn't actually in your seats as my program was through Zoom, but the idea still applies. I remember feeling really inspired by the program. I'm a first-gen low-income student, so a lot of the information that I had gained through the program was completely unfamiliar territory for me. So I felt greatly inspired to use these newfound skills and foster all these new connections that I made through the program. So I remember going on to LinkedIn and I started to draft up a post. It talked about feeling comfortable with uncertainty, as uncertainty is all I had ever known as a first-generation low-income student. And not to brag, but Ms. Yolanda Lyle, the keynote speaker at the time, even responded to my post, so I'd like to say I'm a pretty cool guy. However, after a couple of days after Endeavor ended, I felt the feeling of anxiety creep up on me again. It was anxiety surrounding uncertainty. I no longer had Endeavor. Endeavor held my hands like a parent would a child as I was going through these ideas of professionalism and what it meant to be a professional in society today. So I had to deal with applying these skills on my own, and that was completely frightening. There were a lot of questions that circled around in my head. Was I even qualified to do any of this? And what would networking look like outside of the BC bubble? As a senior standing in front of you today, I just want to say networking, for example, is not black or white. As a senior, I'm still discovering what networking means to me and how I employ networking in my day-to-day life. However, throughout my time at BC, I have also found that there are a lot of resources available to you through the Career Center and beyond. And I must admit, as a sophomore in your shoes today, and even as a junior, I was scared to go to the Career Center, that big, scary building in front of Dunkin' Donuts. However, 2 years later, I'm a peer career coach and I'm fully employed by the Career Center, so it's kind of funny how life works, no? So now I want to take you on this journey of a personal anecdote that I want to share with you all today. And it's about bringing your personality into everything that you do. Your personality sells you. That's how you get that job. That's how you get that internship. So I want to talk about how I use Eagle Exchange, and this is me plugging it, by the way. It's a really great resource that we offer through the Career Center. I made a connection with another Middle Eastern man. I'm Middle Eastern myself, and I use that as an entryway into the conversation. We talked about shared cultural foods that we had growing up to various interests that we shared. It resulted in me getting a referral for a program that I was applying into. And that wasn't even the purpose of the call to begin with. So what does this mean for you all today? It means to be yourself. Employees or alumni are not going to want to talk to someone that responds in a way that you think that you should respond. They can see right through that. And they also don't want someone to respond in a Google search result answer. They can see through that as well. They've had years of experience. They know what they were doing, and they were also in your shoes. And I know it's scary to let go of the facade that we as BC students put up all the time, but we have to start taking those down. So, in short, it's okay to be unsure of what you want to do in the future. I'm a senior, semester 2. I graduate in May, and my plans are not fully set in stone either. And I've started to make peace with that as well. And also, I must remember that I have the resource of the Career Center to help me along my journey. And it's not only the Career Center, you have your Endeavor Fellows, your faculty, your friends, anybody that you see as a mentor or ally to you throughout this journey. So, to wrap up my talk, I want to end up with a little thought exercise, I guess you could say. I don't really know how to coin that. But basically, each and every single one of us lead a unique journey. Do you want to be the passenger in your own story, or do you want to be the driver in your own story? Thank you.